Hey guys, welcome back to Trekyards podcast. I'm Captain Foley.
I'm Connor Coggins, and we are still together. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed all the cool content of us in the physical world. No green screen here, guys. There is no line. There is no spoon. He's right there. What will we talk about today on the podcast?
Everyone's looking forward to Orville, the Orville by Seth MacFarlane, and I gotta say I'm one of those everybody's.
I hear pretty much positive unanimously.
So I guess the topic of today's podcast is Orville the Star Trek of 2017?
Stuart, yes or no in 3, 2, 1, yes. No. Oh. Interesting.
It's not that cut and dry, but
yes, no, I agree with that. Stuart, give me your thoughts then.
We know Seth MacFarlane is a huge Star Trek fan. He's actually in Enterprise twice. He makes 2 cameos in Enterprise. And he is, as we've been told by a few people, he's somebody that they should have put in charge, or at least a part of the new show, Discovery.
Which is so weird because he's got such a comedic style.
Yeah. But he can do, he does a nice mix, I think. I think he can do that. And I'm looking forward to seeing that. But he knows what Star Trek fans like because he is one himself. Mm-hmm. And everything we've seen from Orville so far is definitely reflective of that vision. It looks TNG, it looks Star Trek, the ships look, I mean, just everything about it screams Star Trek. And we hear it all the time. People are more excited about Orville than they are about Star Trek Discovery. So, yeah. I understand the love. I understand that people, but it's not Star Trek. It's still not Star Trek to me. There is an actual Star Trek coming out. Whether it's going to walk or fall flat on its face, we don't know yet. But we're going to wait in anticipation and find out. Orville will probably be fantastic regardless because there's no expectations. There's no pre-universe building. There's nothing that we're just going in. It's based on Star Trek and Galaxy Quest kinda. And we're going to be happy with everything right off the hop. So I think people are really going to enjoy it right away. And right away it's going to be compared to Star Trek Discovery and go, this is better than Star Trek Discovery.
Which is not fair.
Nope, it's not.
I mean, look at the budget of the 2 shows. I mean, the budget of Star Trek Discovery is huge. Look at the budget of Orville. Nice. Meager. Neat. It's a comedy show. Yeah. Orville looks brilliant. I think I'm more excited for it as a show. I think I'll enjoy that show more. Just in terms of the stories, the fun. I mean, comedy is always fun. I mean, Red Dwarf is a wonderful show because it's got some sci-fi, it's got some comedy. You can have more enjoyment in a comedy. I mean, and I like American Dad a lot. I like Family Guy a little bit less, but still like it. Cleveland Show had some good stuff. And the fact is, he in the last 20, 15 years has done every style of TV in those shows. Mm-hmm. He's gone to every boundary. He's been banned. He's been cancelled. He's come back. He's killed the dog. He's brought the dog back. He's done everything, so he's got a lot of experience to know what works and what doesn't work. He's seen the views of each episode drop and go up, and the fact they give him a free reign every year and without any sense of stopping is incredible. And movies, he's got more and more movies, many successful. Mm-hmm. He's a talented, creative guy, and I think, like I said, he knows Star Trek, but he also did the Star Wars spoofs. He's done a off-brand of something, and he's done little Star Trek skits as well in the show. He's had multiple of the original TNG cast and such. All of them, in fact, in one episode. Mm-hmm. He's probably making a comedy Galaxy Quest Star Trek light that he himself would want to see.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you think that project was started after the announcement of Star Trek Discovery being started? How new do you think Orville is? How long has it been in production? Because it hit us out of the blue, at least me. All of a sudden, there's a full trailer, fully fleshed out.
A lot of CG as well.
Yeah, and Discovery was like plodding along. Oh yeah, we're doing it. It's Star Trek's 50th. Here you go.
Delayed 8 months.
Here's a picture of a chair.
When you're delayed from January to September, that's an entire production cycle of time.
Yeah.
We were not whatever ready. We're completely retooling because we were not ready. I think Orville is something he's wanted for years. He's the guy I would assume after Galaxy Quest would say, "Oh, this is great. This will work great on TV," like we all said. But he's had that in the back of his mind, and he was given the opportunity. I think it's been longer than we think. I would say a couple of years. I mean, one great thing about film and TV is that it's about a profit margin. but a lot of our profit margin is how much you spend. Wrath of Khan was also very successful because they had such a small budget, which means if you make a lot of money compared to your budget, it's a success. Orville has a neat little budget, which means it can get less viewers and be called a success. Discovery, bigger budget, needs a higher audience. So it will be a commercial success either way, and by giving it good stories, good characters, an interesting take on it, will pull people in. And just like a sitcom, if The Big Bang Theory succeeds, or a Friends succeeds, the budget is so small when it starts, it will be one of the most profitable things in TV history. I mean, those things were. But obviously, as it gets more popular, the cast needs more and more money. We have an established show with established actors. I mean, the second in command was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and other things. Higher paychecks, but they won't get the same expansion because they've already known they have contracts for several years. It's a set, more of a set thing. It will make more money, it'll be more successful, which means they can push the marketing more, they can go further. I think word of mouth will be its biggest success as well. Why not check that out? And if it's on Netflix and you can binge watch, I think that'd be brilliant as well. It just looks neat. It looks like a fun Gene Roddenberry vision of a different future with a lot of Trek inspired. We know Jonathan Frakes is directing an episode. I am sure we'll have Trek cameos galore, because why wouldn't they? And I'm sure they would all love the work, and they'd all love playing different characters, because I would love to see Michael Dorn play, an evil scientist.
I'd like to see him play a timid alien that's scared of everything, like the Cowardly Lion from Wizard of Oz. Totally opposite of Worf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much potential. I mean, again, you said before, you hit on a nail on the head. There's no canon to be problematic with, which is a huge advantage.
It's a huge advantage.
Which is why saying a reboot is a reboot from the start also takes away those boundaries. That's why Star Trek is such a tricky show to make for. It's just like Star Wars. I know that a lot of people have been fired, lost jobs, left the Star Wars films, just like with Marvel, because the strings that are puppeting you and the boundaries are actually quite tight, and to make the films good as they are is actually quite difficult. Orville does not have those constraints beyond creativity, budget, and being too close. I just love the Star Trek sound effects. Literally, the disruptor sound, the Klingon disruptor is,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the ingenuity and creativity in Orville, because I'm sure, we've actually done breakdowns of the trailer, and we looked at some of the ships, and they're very reminiscent of ships from Star Trek. So it is a parody, but it's also an homage. It's just something that's really fantastic, and that's one thing that Seth MacFarlane does really well. He ties in that whole parody aspect, but with great respect for the original source material. And he was actually allowed to go to Skywalker Ranch and speak with George Lucas. George Lucas approved what he was doing when Seth MacFarlane thought there was no way that he would. George Lucas recognized that talent, that ability to take something and make fun of it, yes, but actually you're making fun of it because you're a huge fan of it. And that's like one of the greatest compliments. It's something that Seth does very well. And I'm super excited for Orville.
The thing about Family Guy and American Dad, it's got really ridiculously stupid humour, like, Peter farting on people. But guess what? It's got some very meta, very clever humour. A clever joke in Orville is, in the trailer, Seth MacFarlane shoots the dad because he attacks them. And then he says to the daughter, whoever, "Oh, we come in peace." And the second in command says, "We just shot his dad." It's like, apart from that. Like, that's a funny trope, we come in peace, but why are our phasers firing? Why do we have
we come in peace, shoot to kill, shoot to kill,
exactly.
Shoot to kill
them. But it's story based, it's character based, it's referential, it's clever. It's things like that I don't think you get away with in Star Trek. I think you could, but certainly not the one that they're doing. But to be fair, I think they might even complement each other. I say often that the DS9 and Voyager has the sci-fi and exploration and the light. DS9 has the characters and the drama and the dark, but when you watch them side by side, they complement each other because they represent the Star Trek whole. Discovery will be, the darker, the gritty, the Christopher Nolan maybe of the Batman films of the Star Wars universe, of the Star Trek universe. Orville will be the What's a good analogy there, I guess? The Galaxy Quest, I suppose. The Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy
Everyone loves Galaxy Quest. Have you ever had anyone hate Galaxy Quest?
No, absolutely not. Although every time I watch Galaxy Quest, I picture William Shatner and all the crew of the original series and Star Trek sets. That's what I picture in my head. Because that would have been so much funnier, in my opinion, but Galaxy Quest is amazing. So,
Yeah, and great ship design.
And I think that's what a lot of people are going to do when they watch Orville, is picture like TNG, Star Trek characters and things like that, or at least in universe, different ship, different characters, but same universe.
Well,
Picture
they said
Starfleet uniform.
I think it said 2500, so it is in the future.
Ooh, it could be the evolution of Starfleet.
Me. Not doesn't look like it, but boy, is that LCAR's display interface look tracky. There's some great. I mean, yeah, they got a robot, which is not as good, but they got that Warfish character who's sort of in the corridors. I mean, it's just so clever. Some people said to us early on, they're going to get sued by CBS. It's like, you think Fox, one of the biggest companies, is going to get sued by another one of the biggest companies for something that's not what it is. Guess what? Every NASA ship looks the same. Can NASA sue these things? No. Every corridor. I mean, there's very few designs out there, guys. Organic ship. Can Farscape sue something else? No. It's different enough. And guess what? You buy the license to sound effects. So that's fine.
A lot of people are in our position. We get a lot of comments and stuff on our videos. And a lot of people are speculating, oh my god, Orville's going to get canceled because it's on Fox. Okay, maybe. Fox has a kind of a bad habit of canceling good shows. Firefly, for example, and quite a few others. But they have worked with Seth MacFarlane over the years. Family Guy's been canceled twice. Comes back. And to be honest, no offense, guys, but it's Fox. And Orville has toilet humor. So it'll be fine.
Yeah, and the fact is, I think what they said to Seth, they said, dude, we love what you do. Keep doing Family Guy. And America, they say, okay, but I want to do something else. It's okay. We'll give you a short leash. You'll have this much money. He says, ooh, you have this much money. You'll get this crew. You'll have an 8-month filming schedule rather than like a 9. You prove it. You get these numbers. You're good to go. And he said, you know what, guys? I will do better than you think. I think he will...
He's Kirk from 2009. I'll do it in 3 years.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
He's one of those cocky guys.
And I think it'll be a success. The low budget will mean it's more of a success. And as long as they can keep being creative. Family Guy, Simpsons, American Dad is a cartoon. They have a lot of creative freedom of doing anything possible. Real life live action is more difficult, especially when you want to have a random alien turn up. It's CGI, or to be fair, it was makeup. They use makeup and great looking makeup. Although they very much look like Kral from Beyond. That's kind of weird, but okay. That's a bit much of a reference for me personally. Yeah. I think if it's still clever, if it's still funny, if it's still... I think, though, if they're trying to appeal to the Family Guy audience, then the stories will be super one-off stories of no arc. If they're trying to be more like a modern-day serial show, where it's like Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, they're trying to appeal to that audience as well, with a season arc to a bit more serious, underpinning the light. It could actually have a longer life than it could otherwise. I think there's a balance. We'll need the trailer's great, but what is the balance of styles?
I think it's going to be the next evolution in television programming. It's like the family sitcom was big for a long time. It's kind of died down now, and now you got stuff like Big Bang Theory, which is not really a family sitcom, but it is a sitcom.
It's pretty close to a family sitcom now.
It's science fiction and pop culture based. So this is that next evolution. It's going to be sitcomish, but it's still going to have serious undertones, I think. Much like the Cosby Show did. There's some serious episodes where it's like dealing with something really, but in a comedic way. And I think that's the next thing, because sci-fi and pop culture are so huge now that this is the next kind of evolution of the television programming, in my opinion. So I think this is going to open the door for a lot of really cool stuff in the future.
So we're saying like mainstream sci-fi light, but with good intentions and good meanings, which is what Gene wanted. He wanted good messages, good meanings, good morals. I think people like dark, but boy do people like to laugh. Why do you think there are stand-up shows that sell really well? Why do you think there are DVDs? Why do you think there are comedy books? I mean, people want to be happy. And so, yes, you can love the grit of a Game of Thrones, but you can't have that all the time. Orange is the New Black is a great show, but we watched a whole load, me and my girlfriend, and it's like, when you get to a certain point, it's like, this is just dark. I mean, I don't want to just. This is too dramery.
You don't want to sit down after a hard day at work and all the troubles in real life and have more troubles pile on you with fictional characters that you care about. You want to kind of have a release from that and kind of a uplifting, feel good at the end of it kind of thing to relieve the tension of your day.
Yeah, I mean, television is meant to be the escape. Now, when a universe is so filled with reality but still coolness, like a sci-fi, you can kind of get behind that. I mean, Alien is quite dark, but guess what? It's still a cool release. Mm-hmm. That's why I actually look forward to American Dad every week, because it's creative, it's clever, it's funny, it does weird, random things. Roger is always good. Mm-hmm. You know, these things are good. I would be surprised if it bombed, personally, Orville.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it will. I think it's set perfectly to just blow everything out of the water.
And the fact is, we have said, everyone has said, Galaxy Quest TV show
ever.
It was poised. But that said, I'm kind of glad it didn't now, because it is a one and done perfect piece. Mm-hmm. They could have ruined it by having the next Questoration. Whereas this is yeah. Whereas this is fresh, this is new. Seth MacFarlane has different style of humour, and he's got such a good track record.
Yeah.
Although that said, I don't like his Family Guy ones that much.
I love Family Guy with a passion. It's just, I think it speaks more to my age group with the pop culture references. People my age really love Family Guy. I find people your age. I love American Dad too. American Dad's a better story, smarter kind of humor almost.
Yeah.
It pokes fun at like more of the politics and but I love Family Guy. I love American Dad. I wasn't a big fan of the Cleveland show. I mean, everybody has missteps, but
I wish more South Park was coming on TV. Yeah. They should stop having too many years between seasons. It was good. Girl, South Park.
Anyway,
I'm excited. And it's coming out around the same time as Star Trek Discovery, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's September sometime.
So let us know, guys. Do you want to see? And I think we'll probably do this either way. Do you want to see regular updates and reviews on Orville as well as Discovery? It'll be a lot of work for us, but I think, like Discovery, we'll be trying to find the references. I think Orville will be delighted by the amount of references, and they're free to talk about Star Wars and have a lightsaber style weapon just appear and call it a phased blade.
Roger has to make an appearance in Orville. That'd be hilarious. A live action Roger.
Oh, that's interesting.
Anyway, so that'll be our Fleet Yards analysis.
We'll do that's genius.
We'll do a Fleet Yards analysis of Orville.
I love that with a passion.
Of the Orville episodes, and we'll do a Trekyards episode and review. Did you shut up while I'm talking?
And you have Stewie come from the past. He's got a time machine.
Captain Stewie. But no, yeah, we will do the reviews of Discovery for Trekyards, and we'll do the reviews of Orville for Fleet Yards, and we will definitely enjoy doing that, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to it. So is it the next Star Trek? Yes, kinda.
It's the next fun Star Trek. It's the next TNG.
Yes.
In space.
I would hope so.
It's an in-joke from yesterday, guys.
Anyway, guys. I think that's it for this podcast.
Yep.
Thank you for tuning in. We love talking to you guys. We love hearing your comments, so please do that below. And if you want to support the show so we can get the regular Fleet Yards Orville reviews done as well as the Discovery reviews, please consider clicking our Patreon link in the description below and heading over there and giving us a little donation on a monthly basis to help us out. That'd be fantastic.
Yes.
Or you can also head on over to trekyards.com, click the donate button, and donate that way for a one-time donation as well. But there's other ways to help us if you can't help financially.
The free way, as we all have budgets, lives, and ladies to pamper, because old guys to pamper if you want to. I don't know. I like flowers too. Marie, I like flowers. Yeah, you can share this video and all of our videos any way you think fans of sci-fi, drama, fantasy, comedy would enjoy. Maybe they like what we say, maybe they don't like what we say, maybe they just want to complain in the comments. We like all of you guys. I always sound like Orville. All of you guys, Orville. We like the Orville too, probably. So until next time, guys, I am Commander Cockings.
I'm Captain Foley.
Bye,
Captain
guys.
Stewie.
Yay.
Yay.
Bye, guys.
Bye, ready. To infinity. And beyond, maybe.
Bye, Grathar's hammer.
Never give up.
And the Sons of Orville.
Never surrender.
I will avenge you, Discovery. Beyond.